Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today, I'm creating a layout for the Bramble Fox Cut File design team, and this is the cut file that I've chosen to use. It has all of these beautiful hearts. So I'm over here in Cricut Design Space, and I wanted to show you what is so unique about the Bramble Fox cut files. Now you'll notice I have this at 50% so I can fit it all on here. But I've sized this to fit on a 12 by 12 page, and when you click make, choose the mat, then the cut file would cut on this page, so that's the black here, and then all of the inner pieces are sized and on their own mat. Now it has the word love, I'm not using that one today, but you can see on each of these mats is the inside heart. And what I really like about the Bramble Fox cut files is it's almost like cut files for dummies, because a regular cut file would just cut out the sheet one, right? But with Bramble Fox, each of the pieces are sized appropriately, so when you press make and cut them out, there's like a little lip that you can glue them to the back of the cut file. So here we are, I pushed make and cut all of the pieces. And so what I want to show you is right here. So normally a regular cut file from any other company would just cut the inside and you would like lay it inside. But with Bramble Fox, you glue it on the outside. Here's the photo that I want to scrapbook today. And this is my daughter, Tatum. She's there in the center in the pink. And I'm going to mat it on this paper here. This is her with some friends before their junior winter formal. They look so pretty. I can't really decide where I want my photo, but I'll think about that in a moment. Let me start working on the cut file. So I've also got these extra hearts here that came included in the cut file, and I can use those on the layout if I need to. So I just used a red cardstock for the base, and then now I'm going to go in with my Nuvo Deluxe glue, and I'm going to place glue around my cut file here, and I want to show you how easy it is to glue these pieces in, so to back this cut file. So when I put this on here, see how that's already sized so that it fits onto the cut file? It's perfect. And no other company that I know of that I have been purchasing cut files for quite a while, and none of them are like this. Usually you have to play in Design Space for quite a while and, click all the buttons to, make things bigger, make things smaller, or just manually back it, gluing it on the back and trimming around it and things. So I just love that these cut files are so nice and easy to work with. I'm only going to glue a few on here on camera, and then I will go ahead and finish gluing these up off camera. But I really wanted you to see how easy this is. Also, I wanted to mention that over in the Bramble Fox Facebook community, I am hosting the challenge this month, and the challenge is to add stitching to your layout. And if you use any products of Bramble Fox, you can enter to win, so everyone can enter. You just need a product from Bramble Fox to enter, and then you can upload your layout to the challenge album, and you'll be entered to win a gift certificate to the Bramble Fox store. All right, so I have all of those backed, and oh, I love the way that looks. The paper that I'm using is from Simple Stories, and it's called Heartstrings. I think this collection came out last year. It was in my stash, and I had quite a bit left, so I thought it'd be perfect. I did mat my photo with that same pink paper as that one pink heart over there. And here's those extra hearts. I'm thinking about maybe layering these on. I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to set those to the side. What I do know is that I have quite a few embellishments. I've got the decorative brads, and then I've got a couple of the ephemera packs that match this collection. So I will be going through those. I want to add some mixed media to my background, and I want to add in some paints. But before I add paint, I am going to add a little bit of ink to the background. So I am using a Distress Oxide Cracked Pistachio, and I just want to add a little hint of green. Now, when I first started this process, I just wanted it on these around these smaller hearts and not the large heart, But you'll see, there we go. I just added a big splotch of paint or of ink right there towards that bigger heart. So I am going to cover most of this page with some mixed media. So I've got my Distress Oxide down, and now I'm going to bring in some paint from Shimmers Paints. Now I'm also on the Shimmers Paints design team, so if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section of your order, and Shimmers will send you a free paint, and you can add my name to every order you place, and each time you'll receive another free paint. They also have a subscription service where you can get like just the paints, or they have a whole collection, and if you add my name to that kit, you'll also save and receive a free gift. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, this paint is going on a little bit darker than I expected. The color I'm using came actually in the February color kits from Shimmers this month, and it is called Mint Condition. And I thought that the mint, there's like a mint color in this Simple Stories Heartstrings collection, so I wanted to bring that in. Now I will come in just a moment with some water and lighten this up a bit, and then when the paint dries back, it also dries back a lot lighter than it looks right now on camera. It looks kind of like a hot mess on camera, but in real life it is very beautiful. But my mixed media did get a little bit crazy. It expanded a little bit further than I originally had intended, but overall I think I'm happy with it. I had the idea of the green going around the hearts, and I love the extra color that it's going to bring into the page. So let me lay this back on, and there's a couple spots that are really dark, like above that heart on the left. I'm not really fond of that, so I will bring in a little bit more water and see if I can take a little bit of that up. So here we go. I'm going to bring in my paintbrush here and just add some water to lighten this area up. There's a couple areas I think that need lightened up, so I'll just add a little more water. And then I will also come in with a white luster brush from scrapbook.com, and it's like a white paint marker, and I'm just going to add splatters all around, and the white paint mixed in with the Shimmers paints will also lighten it up just a little bit. Now, I've had this luster brush for a while, and it is almost out, so I'm really working hard to squeeze some of that onto my glass mat. Speaking of glass mats, I have this amazing glass mat from Glassboard Studio, and I also have a discount code Melissa where you can save 15% off of your order if you ever order anything from them. They have awesome magnets and lots of different sizes of glass boards, and I love using the glass board when I am creating mixed media. In fact, I just leave it out on my desk all the time, and I create all my scrapbook layouts on the scrapbooking size extra large glass mat. Okay, so I have almost all of my splatters on here. Set that aside to dry. I actually got a new heat tool, so I brought in my heat tool off camera and dried that up. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's a little bit wild, a little bit messy, but I love it. I think it's so pretty. And the photo of the girls is just gorgeous. So now I'm ready to start putting this layout together. So anytime you have mixed media on your background, I recommend using wet glue. If you use a tape runner, that's just temporary and it won't hold forever. But if you use a liquid glue, that is going to adhere to your page and it will stay forever. And I definitely want this scrapbook layout to stay forever. All right, so I'm going to give it a good press here and get this stuck down. And I got to decide where I want my photo. Now I am placing it a little more over to the right than I had originally thought about doing, and that's because the paint was a little crazy over there, so I'm going to cover that up. There we go. So that looks so pretty. All right, so I have lots of photos from the girls before winter formal, so I'm sure I'll have more pages. I had another one that I posted for our Valentine hop earlier this month. And then I have this one, and I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure I'll have more. So they're in the ephemera. I found this cute little title that says Happy Together, and these girls are always happy together. I love that there's such a close group of girls. They have all these girls went to a private school from kindergarten on up. And then high school in our town, they didn't have a private high school, so they started at the public high school, but they've all remained just this tight group of friends. So I love that. So anytime there's like a dance or a birthday or a special event, this core group of girls all get together. Okay, now I'm bringing in some additional Bramble Fox items. I've got these Bramble Fox perspectives, these hearts, and there's always a protective cover on the back of each of the acrylic or perspective titles. So I'm going to take off the backing here. I just have a little Cricut tool that I use to peel those off. So what I was thinking is I do 3 up here. So I've got a red, a pink, and a white heart. So I'm getting 3 different sizes, and then I'll do 3 under the title. And so I went ahead and glued those down with my Nuvo Deluxe glue. And now I'm just bringing in a little bit of the ephemera that I had. And these are just all different little flowers. So I'm bringing in some red ones, some pink ones. I got some orange ones, some mint colored ones. And I'm just going to glue these on the edge of a few of the hearts. I did not mention, but I did add some foam tape behind the words happy together. So that is popped up with some foam to give a little bit of extra dimension here to the page. And then I am just picking up these flowers and placing them around. And I don't know if I want any other embellishments. The pattern paper that I use is pretty busy. And then I've got that mixed media on the background. I really just want the hearts to shine. And so I just want to add a few little touches to each of the hearts. So a little flower to each of them, I think, is all I need. So I've got a few of the pieces that I have selected from the embellishment pack that I had there in my stack and sort tray. That is a stack and sort tray that I picked up from scrapbook.com. And now I decided that I wanted a few more of these hearts, these Bramble Fox hearts. So I'm going to add 2 over here to the left side as well. So I've got a grouping of 3, 3, and 2. So I love the way that looks. I'm glad I did that. It frames in the larger heart. And I think this all really draws your eye to the photo. Off camera, I decided I wanted to do some stitching. I loaded in some pink thread and added stitching to my layout so that I could also put it in the challenge album. And then I added these little flowers and a ticket. And then I also typed up my journaling and added that. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. If you have any questions about Bramble Fox or any of the products I've used today, leave them in the comments below and I will get back with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!